After a few days in beautiful Langkawi, enjoying the beaches and great food as usual, we decided to switch things up and go on a small adventure, exploring the island beyond restaurants. The Mangrove Tour is one of the most famous things to do in Langkawi. Almost everyone does it. Almost everyone films the same thing. But is it actually worth your time, your money, and the hype? Today we are sharing the full reality, the experience, the food, and things most tours don't tell you. There are hundreds of Mangrove Tour videos online, beautiful shots, but almost nobody talks about how different tours actually are, what food is really like, or the ethical side of what you are seeing. So we decided to do this like normal travelers, no special treatment, no influencer shortcuts. Here's the first reality check. Mangrove tours in Langkawi look similar, but they're actually not. Prices depend on three things: shared or private, group size, and how rushed the schedule is. Some boats stop for 2 minutes, then move on. Others let you slow down, but only if you ask. The journey actually starts before the boat. We were picked up by the tour car, driving through Langkawi's quiet roads, green hills, palms, and that slow island rhythm. Then we arrived at the jetty and walked toward the boats. And before we even reached the water, Langkawi reminded us where we were. A monkey casually crossing the road, like it owned the place. So we got instructed how to behave in the boat, and it's time to go on the boat. The boat ride finally started, cutting slowly through the river. Our first stop was the Bat Cave, dark, humid, and full of movement. And right at the entrance, a sign warned us about monkeys.
And this upside down position also helps them to sleep more better. And scientists say that this upside down position is actually their best position to sleep. And they also give birth by hanging upside down.
Limestone forms from ancient sea animals and minerals, slowly shaped by water over millions of years.
This is what the monkey is eating right now. Okay? The monkey here, they're actually eating fiddler crabs. Sometimes they eat mud crabs. Okay?
Mangroves protect the coast and create a nursery for fish and wildlife. It was time for the next stop. As the boat moved deeper into the mangroves, the scenery changed. Calm water, cliffs, and then a floating restaurant appeared ahead. The fish farms support local livelihoods, and the horseshoe crabs are living fossils and changed for million years.
Okay, get extinct today. They survived 3 types of age: rock formation age, ice age, and dinosaur age. Still active today because they don't need to swim up to have a very hard shell at the top, makes them withstand any weather, any cold, hot kind of temperature, and also at the bottom part. See? Start pointing at me. Don't worry about the barb, it's not poisonous, it's only sharp.
How has it been?
Well, it's a little bit tiring given that we didn't eat anything and we didn't even have a coffee in the morning, so I got a Pepsi. But it's interesting, the nature is really wild, and we saw bats and also a poisonous snake. Lovely. Next stop is called the Crocodile Cave. Not because crocodiles live here, but because the rock formation looks like one. From the water, the limestone really does resemble a crocodile resting along the river. Here the guide explained how mangroves live with changing tides. High tide hides almost everything beneath the water. Low tide reveals the roots, the mud, and the animals that depend on it. Mangroves protect the shoreline and act as a nursery for marine life. Tip: check the tide schedule before booking. It really changes the experience.
Have a bit extra skill, unlike the other monkey, is that this monkey they can swim.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they can swim. Yeah. So, but normally you don't see them swimming right now. And when it's high tide, when the water is really high, then that is when you can see them swimming. Yeah. So the thing about the monkey is that these monkeys they are omnivorous animals. Yeah. Earlier at the back cave you can see they're eating crab. Yeah. So that is actually one of their main food here in the mangrove area. So this monkey they have their own way of hunting for crab. And when they're hunting for crab around the mangrove area, they will find the crab holes. If you over there, too much on people. They only depend on their own hunting skill. Careful with your hand, guys.
This part of the tour looks spectacular, especially the eagles. But it's also where ethics come into play. Some operators feed eagles to guarantee close encounters. Other tours choose not to do this, allowing animals to hunt naturally. While it creates dramatic moments, feeding wildlife can change natural behavior and dependency. We are not here to judge, just to inform. If responsible tourism matters to you, it's worth asking these questions before booking.
So now we reached the beach area. Actually looks pretty nice. Reminds me a little bit of Thailand and also Halong Bay in Vietnam a little bit.
Actually, the water here is similar to what we have in Pantai Senang, yeah?
Somehow, yes, but here maybe the nature is a little bit more wild.
Look at the background, so beautiful.
Yeah, I would say it's worth visiting, from Pantai Senang.
Yeah.
On the way to lunch, we entered Kilim Geoforest Park, one of Langkawi's protected natural areas.
So now we are at the float restaurant for lunch.
Facilities here are basic, so it helps to manage your expectations and bring hand sanitizer.
So this probably is some
Water with lemon and ice.
like lemonade. Yeah. This
The
is the
extra one
spicy
soup.
tom yum soup.
But the rest are spicy.
If you cannot eat spicy food, then they also can give you some vegetable.
This one, the clear one with vegetables. Let's try this vegetable soup. Looks really basic actually, but what can you expect from the tour, right? The broth reminds me of the broth from instant noodles from Thailand to Vietnam. Something like this, with some vegetables. Now let's try also this tom yum. Dog said it's very good, so let's. Actually, it tastes not typical tom yum. Quite spicy, but really flavorful. I like it.
Like Thai tom yum. So we also got the main dish, chicken and rice. Let me try the chicken rice. A chicken nugget with rice. Basically.
Typical food for the tour, right? Let's try the spring rolls. We also got the sauce here. I think some sweet chili sauce, like a classic one. Not bad. Also, I asked for vegetarian option because I don't eat chicken. And guess what? They put some French fries instead of chicken with rice. Interesting logic.
So after lunch we are heading back.
The mangrove tour isn't about big thrills or perfect comfort. It's about quiet moments, learning something new, and seeing how nature and tourism coexist here. It's definitely worth doing once if you choose carefully and manage expectations. For us, the experience mattered more than the hype.
Thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and support us. Thank you.